Hey girls and boys, it's Mr. McAndrew, the math coach. As always, super excited to see you and work with you and do some math. Okay, so today is game day. We're going to play some games. I think you've played all of these games before, but they're, like I said yesterday, we're focusing more on the numbers 6 through 10. And then we're going to get into, so we're also, very exciting, going to start comparing numbers. What does comparing mean? It means like which one, like when you look at two sets of numbers, which one is larger, which one has more or less in it, or are they the same? Are they equal? So for example, I'm holding up one finger over here, and over here I'm holding up 3 fingers, okay? Can you point to the hand that has up more fingers? That means there's more of them. Like, how else do I say that? So which hand has more? Has the largest amount of fingers that I'm holding up? It would be this hand, right? Because I have 3. That's more than just 1. Okay? So that's the idea. So 1 is less than 3. And 3 is more than 1. Okay, so let's look at another quick example here. So you've probably seen this math app before. I've got the butterflies. So I'm going to show you, some butterflies. I'm going to show you some red ones and some yellow ones. Okay, I'm only going to show it to you for a few seconds, and then we're going to vote. And I want you to tell me, do you think there are more yellow or red? Okay, that's what you're thinking about. Are there more, a greater, larger amount, more red butterflies, or are there more yellow butterflies? Okay, which one has the most? Okay, here we go. Ready? I'm going to show it to you. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi. All right, so I showed it to you for a few seconds. Which one do you think has the most? So raise your hand if you think it's the red. Okay, raise your hand if you think it's the yellow. All right, so if you're correct, great. If you're not correct, but you are paying attention and doing your best, then awesome. You have a growing brain. So let's take a look. Let's get rid of my little shade here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we have 4. Let's write this down. 4 red butterflies. And let's see how many yellow butterflies we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So which one is more? 4 or 5? Well, 5 comes after 4 when you're counting, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 comes after 4, which means it's more, it's greater. So there's more yellow butterflies. Okay, now if you're not sure about that, what we can always do is we can line them up like this. We can line them up so we can compare them. Let's get my big head out of the way. Say, Mr. McAndrew, move your head, buddy. All right, so we've got 4 here. I'm going to line this one, the yellow one, with this red one. We'll match this up to here. Match this up. Okay, so now there's 4 and 4, but there's still one more, right? One more yellow. So there's one more yellow butterfly than red butterflies. Okay, and there's one less red butterfly than yellow butterfly. Okay, so this is just an introduction. Just something to start to think about. More, less, or sometimes they can be equal. So if I were to delete that one, now look, there's 4 here and there's 4 here. So now that would be equal or the same amount. Okay, that's my little mini lesson for today. Let's get to the games. All right, game time. Here we go. All right, so the first game I would like you to play today is the one you played yesterday, which is Race to Trace. Okay, and all you need are the same things. You need your dot cards, your eraser and your marker. Okay, remember you turn them over, you shuffle them up, and every time you pull one, you trace it. Okay, just play one time. Okay? All right. The next game we're going to play is going to be one of my favorites, Race to the Top. All right, here we are. So, Race to the Top. Sometimes it's called Climb to the Top. This time I'm going to call it Race to the Top. Seems more exciting, right? It's always fun when you say Race to the Top. Okay, so this one also goes into your dry erase sleeve. If you want to just turn it around to the other side and slide it in here, you can do that. Okay, so I'm just gonna slide it in just like I've been doing the other one. Sometimes you have to stick your hand in there, right, to get it in. Takes a little work. Might need a little help, possibly. Okay, so we have that in. All right, and you need your dot cards, just the ones that are from 6 to 10. Okay, because you can see that we just have 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, and we have our dot cards, 6 through 10. All right, and we're going to shuffle those up again. All right, put those off to the side a little bit. Okay, so the first thing we do is, it says, I think the winner will be number what? What number do you think is going to be written down the most and get to the top first? Do you think it's 6, 7, 8, 9, or 10? Ooh, I'm going to go with 8 today. Okay, I'm going to go with 8. So, boys and girls, you're practicing a couple things right now. You're going to be practicing counting the dots to know what number it is. You're also practicing, again, your writing of the numbers. But this time, you're not going to have the dotted lines to help you. So really go slow and make it as neat as possible. It's good practice for you to do this. Okay, and think of that song that we watched the other day. That was fun, right? Okay, so I think number 8's going to win. All right, and then I would just play the game. So I would flip this over. Okay, it looks like I have 10. That's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I would write the number 10 right here. Okay, and then I would flip the next one. Ooh. Oh, looks like I have another 10. Look, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I should have chosen 10 to win. Flip this one over. How many dots are there? Can you show me with the number of fingers how many dots there are? I see 7. So I'm going to write my 7. Okay, so you keep going until one of the numbers is all the way at the top. So it might look something like this. Maybe at the end it was, oh, is 6 going to win? Maybe 10 wins. So if 10 wins, then you write down here, the winning number is 10. Okay? So you just keep picking your dot cards and then writing the number of dots that you see. Okay? If you can keep shuffling them if they want. It's up to you. All right, so we have 2 games so far. We have the game that we played yesterday, Race to Trace. We have Race to the Top. And we're going to play one final game today. Are you ready? Okay, here we go. All right, so we are going to play Crossout. I love Crossout. Okay, so we have to get this in our dry erase sleeve as well. So let's do that. So I'm going to take it. I'm going to slide it in over Race to the Top. Or you can take out Race to the Top if you want. I like to keep them in though. That way I know where they are. Okay. And Crossout, it's the same game as you played, but now we have different numbers. We have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So here's the deal. These dot cards have numbers 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, but not 5. So what you need to do is go back to your other dot cards that you put aside the other day and take out some of the ones that say 5. So this one is a 5. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I put that in. Oh, Here's another 5. So I'm going to put that one in. That's a 2. No. That's a 2. That's a 1. That's a, what is that? 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so just pick out a couple. Do I have any more 5s here? Looks like, oh, is that a 5? That's a 5. So put in 2 or 3 5s. Okay, so now you have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 in your dot cards. And as always, let's shuffle them up. Just mix them around, mix them around. Okay? And I know you've played this before, but just real quick. Okay? You flip it over. And you have to figure out how many dots there are. And see, boys and girls, see if you can start to figure out how many dots there are. Can you do it without counting every single dot? So you could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then I'm going to cross out 7. Bazam. Okay? But is there a way that you could count them without counting every single dot? So I'll give you an example. I can see if I cover this one up, I can see that I have 6. Because that's what it looks like on like the dice. So I could say 6, and then one more is 7. So that's just an example of something that you could do. If you need to count each dot, that's totally fine. But I want to push you to start to think about ways you can count the dots without having to count every single dot, if that makes sense. You might also say, oh, I see 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, there's different ways of doing it. All right, so if I flip another one over, I can see, oh, I can see there's 6 here, 7, 8. So I cross off the 8. Okay, so you keep crossing off until they're all crossed off, right? And now if you've already crossed off all the 7s and you pick up a 7, then ignore it and just keep going, okay? And when they're all crossed off, you have finished the game. So you've got 3 games today, okay, that are going to really help you practice your numbers, especially those numbers 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, boys and girls, have a great time. I wish I could play the game with you, but there is, if you want to play with somebody else, like maybe one of your, if you have like a sibling, a brother or sister, or one of your parents, it's easy to play with somebody else. Just take turns, and the last person to cross off, the person to cross off the last number is the winner. But, you know, you're just practicing and playing and having fun. All right, boys and girls, be kind, be good. Make that brain grow, okay? And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.